Welcome, Anthem, to week 2 of our discussion questions and devotional guides for our series on a man with a heart after God's. And this week we're going to be looking at Saul, who started out pretty good, pretty well, and then he just disintegrated. I'm Sandy Weil, and I'm a pastor here at Anthem, and I'm here with
Buddy Holton, a pastor here at Anthem.
There you go. Buddy and I have worked together for quite some time. I always think of us as like a strange and wonderful relationship. He's really strange.
She's really wonderful.
There you go.
We didn't even practice that.
No, we didn't. He didn't even know I was going to say that. But we're looking at Saul this week. He's our focus. And as I said, he started out tall, dark, and handsome. He started out as someone who was head and shoulders above all else. And once gifted with the Holy Spirit, he seemed like the perfect king for Israel. They just wanted to be like all the other nations. But slowly, sin entered in, and Saul's life began to disintegrate right before our eyes. And so our study this week is in 1 Samuel chapter 22, and it's the story of Saul ordering the death of all of the priests in Nob.
Yeah. And the thing that keeps coming back to me is just kind of that phrase of slow fade. I think Casting Crowns actually has a song with the same title. And Saul clearly never set out to be destroyed by sin. Never, I'm imagined, never made just one willful decision. I will become terrible. And yet we see Saul, as so many others, just become consumed with sin, whatever it is. For Saul, it was revenge or protecting his throne. For others, maybe it is hate or anger or rage. And others, our hidden sins can be so different. And yet they're never hidden for long.
That's right, buddy. That's the progression of sin that got him in trouble. I do not believe that he woke up one morning and said, I'll become a homicidal maniac. Instead, little by little, he gave away more and more of his heart, of his soul, and to the point to where the Lord himself withdrew from Saul. And then we see him in all of man's glory, all of his glory. There's a quote from an old song. This is old, but I'm the old lady. Sin will take you farther than you want to go, slowly but wholly taking control. Sin will leave you longer than you want to stay, and sin will cost you far more than you want to pay. So it is with Saul. His sin, the progression of his sin, took him to the point to where he's ordering the murder of all of these priests because of his insecurities, because he's inferior, because he's jealous of the attention that David had. And he's quite simply mad. And so the questions for us to ponder this week, to look at, is what are those things in our lives that may seem like just little sins, not that big of a deal, and yet if left to grow, if left unchecked, would become something huge in our lives and in the lives of the people we love.
Anthem, we want to thank you for tuning in. We look forward to the rest of this week with you as we dig further and further into this passage with some supporting psalms that we will look at. We encourage you to continue to deal ruthlessly with sin before it takes hold and takes control. We will catch you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you.